Welcome back, family caregivers, older persons, to Lana's Little Things with me, Dr. Lana, specialist gerontologist, talking all things on living agelessly, bridging generational gaps, family caregiving, entrepreneurship, just life itself. How is everybody doing? Good morning, good evening, good night. Now, we I did speak about caregiver burnout. So this is really for my caregivers tonight. So if you're a caregiver, pay special attention and share your comments, share your experiences, share how you're feeling. Let me know. Love to see your comments. Keep it coming. It's great interaction. And remember to like and share with a friend who you think or know might need this. So we did speak about caregiver burnout. Today, as promised, we'll talk about caregiver or compassion fatigue. And we said they're different. No, compassion fatigue. I know that does not sound like a term that is bantered about or is well known as caregiver burnout. But here's what compassion fatigue is worse. Yes, it is worse. How is it worse? We'll go into that. But let's first start with there's a broad definition and there are similar, but the cause is different. And the emotions have their own differences as well. So we really gotta, as fine line as it is, you know how you feel, you say, oh, that's me. And that's what we're talking about. So we're gonna go into what compassion fatigue is, the sign, the definition, reasons why it happens, the signs that you might be going through compassion fatigue, and then of course the good news, because bad news first, and what can you do after, as opposed to just feeling like, okay, I'll just throw in the towel now and be done. So according to the definition, as we've seen before, burnout, it's a gradual with prolonged stress, the stress of caregiving every single day, especially when you thought, oh, this may be a short spell, but every day, the daily grind, the cooking, the housework, the medication, the, the emotional toll, the physical toll, all that. And you have nothing left in your candle, right? The candle's just burnt at both ends. And it's a gradual onset until you just physically just can't take it anymore. Compassion fatigue, as its name might suggest, you're literally tired of being compassionate. But the irony is that caregivers, your general personality is to give, is to want to give, is to share, is to help. You care deeply. I mean, it's a labor of love. It's a labor for you, but it's a labor of love. So how can your compassion side, suddenly just give up and just get so tired? So compassion fatigue, the definition of that one, and especially for my colleagues, healthcare professionals, first responders, those who have to deal with traumatic events, firefighters, all those in that field where you see trauma or you see stress or you're just caring and caring and caring under really exhausting situations, and then you think you've been doing okay, but then one event happens and you just suddenly feel I can't do this anymore. I I just stop. All the caring, all the love is still there. You care deeply. You feel everything. You've done everything. Now, instead of, in addition to feeling as though you can't go anymore, you can't, you feel as if you can't care anymore. That's the difference. Burnout is I'm burnt, I'm stressed, I'm maxed out. Compassion fatigue, but you can still move along. You get help and so on, and you go get a rest. You get a rest. You do respite care and so on. But compassion fatigue, that's a deeper emotional, mental, and physical toll it takes on you because it's not as though you stop caring. You just feel as though I have no more care, no more care. left in me. I have no more compassion left in me. It also comes because we were bombarded every single day with bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. Somebody's house burned down. I mean, and this is things far, far away from where you live. But because you care, you watch it, you know, all those people, all the situations, wherever they may be, starvation, corruption, um, wars, all the things that are going on. In addition to the fact that you are caring for somebody else and using that energy as well, you're like, okay, I can't do anything to help. I just am numb. And here's one, that's one of the signs. So when you feel as if you have no more energy to care, that's when, my friend, we are you are in we are in compassion fatigue territory. So we said we'll go through, that's some of the reasons. We said we'll go through some of the signs of it. So what are some of the physical signs? We'll do physical first, and we'll do emotional after. And then we'll do the four good parts. Okay. So one is sleeping too much or not sleeping at all. Most people say, I just cannot get a full night's sleep. I go to sleep, I might lie down at 11 and then I wake up at 2. Or I wake up at 3. Or I wake up and I can't get back to sleep. Or I can't get to sleep at all. So your sleeping is off. Some persons may sleep too much, but many, many just have an inability to unwind. Your thoughts are constantly racing. Is it okay? What's happened to the situation? And it exhausts you. Frankly, it really does exhaust you. So that's one. Sleep is completely affected. The second thing is your appetite. It could be more or less. Many people, they just have no everything that you have no desire for, that just goes through the window. No desire for food, no desire to care for yourself. Sometimes you actually just don't even want to see food. Is that you? If that is you, you might be in compassion fatigue. Think about it. Just bear these in mind and scroll through and make notes and write it down and think, is this me? Am I having this? Is this my journey? Is this where I am now? Where are you now? Please let me know. Please share. Problem shared is a problem halved, I always say. You're always, and burnout as well, yes, you're always exhausted. But remember, that comes with you just can't go anymore. You've given all that you can give. You've given all the care. You're just too exhausted to care now. You just and that can even go into resentment sometimes for the person you're caring, which then brings in another emotion that we'll talk about when we get to the emotional side of it. Right. What's the fourth? There's so many, but I'll just break it down into the common ones. Fourth thing is headache. The front of your head, the sides of your head, the top of your head. Just a pound, or in front of your eyes. Many patients and caregivers tell me, the caregivers say it's just like a pounding and a pounding. My head just won't stop hurting. I don't know why. They got the blood pressure is normal, the sugar is normal, the exercise and not nothing seems to be wrong in the world physically, and yet the headaches are there every day. They've gone to the eye doctor, you've gone to the eye specialist, you know this. You've even gone to the dentist. I mean, could it be tooth pain that's causing my headache? Everybody says nothing's wrong with you, which sometimes can feel so deep, like defeated, because you know something is wrong. You know you don't feel right. It's all coming together. It's all this thing. Unlike burnout, which is gradual, compassion fatigue, again, just as a reminder, it feels as though within a short span of time, could be a day, could be a 1 week, but it could be 1 month. Whereas burnout can develop over weeks to months, but you just don't have the capacity to care. You just like, I've got all my resources are gone. They're just gone. I just ain't for it. What about the emotional and mental consequences or symptoms that you can tell or you can look for? Well, one definitely is isolation and lack of engagement. You just feel to be alone. I don't want nobody around me, please. I can't take the energy to make conversation like I used to. I just want to be by myself. Or my dog or my cat. I just don't want to see another. I don't want to do another set of laundry. I just don't have the energy to care. The house, you showered, yes, but you didn't put on your best clothes because you're like, oh, what's the point anyway? And that's where it's dangerous because you're now neglecting yourself. And it's putting yourself last is leads to burnout. Neglecting yourself is a sign of compassion fatigue because it's just a lack of care. And that is not just isolated to one or two people. Just like, I just can't take it no more. I just can't care anymore. Not even for myself. That makes my heart break. Just even saying that. And that adds, going forward, going on into that, a sense of hopelessness, overwhelm. And there's many studies where they've done, yes, with rodents, true, where no matter what you try, no matter what you try, no matter what you try, no matter how you try, what avenues you've tried this, you've tried that, you can't get the relief. And so it's a learned helplessness. It's just like over a shortened span, all your reserves are gone. You just like, okay, I'm helpless and I'm hopeless. My situation will never change, and I'm getting to the point where I'm at the point where I don't care. It doesn't matter. Whatever happens, happens. I can't do anything about it. I don't care. I don't care. And many people start to say that. And when I hear I don't care, that's a danger signal. And if you're saying I don't care, that's a red flag. Recognize these red flags. Similar to burnout and any other empathy fatigue, which is also compassion fatigue, is you're angry, sad, guilty, depressed, irritable, slightest thing. You know, you didn't the cup, your favorite mug. You know how things go wrong all the time. Your favorite mug that you drink everything out, that you treasure. It broke yesterday. Like, what else? What else? Is gonna happen. And that irritates you in a way that it might not have before. But remember, you're not separated into little bits and pieces. We are all one unit. What affects one will affect the other. So, the isolation, the guilt, the hopelessness, mm, the disconnect, the disconnect. I mean, you just unplugged from society, you unplugged from family, you unplugged from the world. You wish the world would just stop for a minute and give you 5 minutes so that you could possibly care again. All right. Did we do four? I think we did four. I think we might have done five. So, what happens when you reach that stage? I don't care at all. I am resentful. I have nothing left. Is there anything that can help? Because we talked about hopelessness. Is there anything that can help? Okay, yes. And they're pretty much the same as it is with most other uh, situations that overwhelm you. First of all, acknowledge it. Give yourself grace for the space. Also, talk to a friend, talk to family members. Just share how you are feeling. That's step one, I would say. Awareness and then talk. That's awareness is one. Talk to a friend, doctor, whoever, a confidant. Let them know how you're feeling. Have them look with an objective eye and say, no, you're really not the same as you were before. What about, so you're looking for a solution, you're being aware, you're being mindful. Those are two things you can do. What's the third? And the word balance I tend to use very limited because what is balance anyway? I mean, it sounds like you're on a bicycle, but really and truly, the balance that we're talking about is we're looking to see what is causing it. So if you're listening to bad news, Cut down the amount of bad news. Listen to one set of news a day, get information, and then that's it. Watching intensely agitating movies or whatever, or those sorts that bring on stress, or things that have to do with situations that are unpleasant. Just cut that down. Cut down the social media. Cut down the. It's recommended to cut down the interaction you have on the social media posts, because they're just showing the worst and the worst and the worst. You feel worse and worse and worse. You can't help. You can't care. You're too tired. What to do? And then that's the third. Fourth, exercise. 5 minutes a day, stretch, stretch, bend over, do some bicycles, and you're done. If that's all you can do for the day, that's it. You'll build it up, but just move a little bit. Get out of the house. If you're a caregiver who has to be in a home, just step out for a minute. You don't have to go far. Just go into the patio, go into the yard, go into the on the lawn somewhere, and just pause. Take a cup of water, drink your favorite tea, whatever. And then finally, remember there's a disconnect. You want to connect with family and friends. So the trusted friend you spoke to, just say, you know what? Make arrangements. We've all got at least, I always say, at least one friend who's your 2 o'clock in the morning who will step in willingly and just say, let me help you. There might be long term things you may have to do. It speak to family or other friends or other public state sponsored caregivers to help you during the time so that you can recover. But it does require some sort of a little bit of push on your part. And it gradually you feel less tense, you're less anxious, you're less hopeless, you're less agitated and irritable. It's worth it because you're worth it. You're doing such a wonderful job. Don't neglect yourself. You come first. Fill your cup up, remember? And then you can fill others up. But I just wanted to step in and talk about compassion fatigue because I felt it. So many of my colleagues have felt it. There's not a family caregiver I know of who has not really had some form of compassion fatigue. Don't feel guilty. It's not your fault. You're human. You have feelings. It's going to do something. So, hope that helped you identify if you're there, and if you're there, why and what can you do about it. Let me know how it works, what you tried. If you had this in the past, what did you try that worked. Let's share it. Let's be a community of sharing. So from and tell a friend, from my heart to yours. Don't forget the like, subscribe, press the notification button. We're going to be talking about life. These are life things, but it's doable. Life is doable. And also, lastly, I want you to smile. Just smile. It changes your whole insides. So try do things that make you smile. From my heart to yours, Dr. Lana signing out, saying it can be done. Good morning, good evening, tonight to all of you, dear friends. Bye bye.